Here's Bob.
Before I used to go.
Look here, give me a few. We should have saved that.
Brings back a lot of memories. Wow. I'd like to introduce our special guests. We have two of our teachers that are here tonight. Sister Suzanne Koroluk. Sister Suzanne. And Mr. Leo Misko and his wife Peggy. Now, before we say grace, we did get one message. I don't know if any of you had a chance to go through your new yearbook that we got, but there's a message from Del Ford sent by his mom from him, and Del would like to tell us. He cannot come to our honorable reunion as he is still a barbarian in the land of the rising sun. Enjoy a roast beef, but he'll be dining on raw octopus. May the class of '76 live on for 10,000 years. Bonsai from Del. And I would like to call on Sister Suzanne at this time to come up and say grace for us. You have some toasts that we will be underway within a few minutes. And if anyone has anything that they would like to say to address the graduating class of 1976, please do so now, or you'll have to hold your peace until the next time we get together to do this.
Conrad, Rodney must be very... I know he can't believe it. I can't even get it out. Maybe I won't get any.
Okay,
I'll just pass it out.
I would like Liz and Kathy and Barb and Carol to all stand. Please stand. We would like to thank you. How much work you went through. All the emails and all the mailing lists and organizing things here and collecting everything for our little goodie bags and getting the pictures from way back. Who is here from grade 1? Who's been here since the beginning? Everybody stand up. Let's take a look at yourself. That's incredible. That's incredible. That's just so good. Liz, would you come up and tell them what's happening with your thing that I know nothing about? I have a big blank spot right here.
I don't know. Plus I gave her that poster.
I just want to tell you a little bit about the Legacy Fund. What it is, it's we are getting a new high school. It's going to go out to tenders very soon, and January of 2003 it should be open. They were hoping for the fall of 2002, but it's now been moved up. But by 2003 we should have it. And anyways, they've been working on the plan, and the government just refuses to fund for some of the things that we would like to see in the new school. For example, a chapel. And unfortunately, we'll never have a chapel the size of that we had of Sacred Heart. They're looking at something very, very small. that maybe will hold one classroom. They're hoping to get it to that size. It may not even be that size. But there's lots of things that also a theater, because Sacred Heart's always been known for their musicals, and they do still continue with that to this day. The funding just isn't there. So everybody who has, in Yorkton, who has children in our Catholic schools right now has received a letter and a pamphlet telling us about the Legacy Fund. And so what we've decided tonight is we are selling raffle tickets. Yorkton businesses have donated some things, and we're selling these tickets, and that money will go towards the Legacy Fund. And if there is anything left over from this evening, after all the bills are paid, it will go towards this Legacy Fund. We're hoping to have $300 so that we can be recognized. We're not sure if it'll be a plate. At one point they said there would be a brass plate recognizing the people who have donated the $300 or plus, but it will be permanently recognized in the school, and I would really love to see the class of 76 somewhere there. So I'm hoping that we will have $300. There is forms available if anybody would like to make a personal donation or a business donation. And also we can specify where we would like that money to go. Sometimes it'll just be used in general, or if we want a religious icon purchased for something or whatever with our name on it, they will do that. Or it can just go into the general fund. So if you have any questions, I'll try to answer them. Also, Sister Suzanne is on the committee, so Sister Suzanne will know. But so I hope we get some donations tonight. And if you want a chance to win these tickets and donate at the same time, just find Kathy, and she's got the barrel with the money.
When's the draw?
The draw is right after lunch or right before lunch?
No, around 10:30 actually.
Around 10:30.
So for the late night lunch.
Just before the late night lunch, you know. Once you get a little older, you need that lunch before you go. We are having late lunch. Stick around, people.
We have a few toasts and a few comments. I'd like to, it's only fair, Mr. Suzanne got to speak, I'd like to ask Mr. Misko to come up and say a few words if he cares to, and give us a toast to the Queen so that we can follow our program from 1976.
That's a lot. And where do you download it onto?
Well, just
Before we do the toast
computer.
I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for inviting us to today's occasion, and on behalf of my wife Peggy and on behalf of Sister Susie. We really appreciate the fact that you have invited us, and we really have enjoyed visiting with you. I'm so glad to see that none of you have changed in the way you are. I'm also very glad that some of you have changed your ways of thinking from the way you And also, I think it's really great that so many of you have turned out today, because it just shows what respect you have for your peers and for the school, Sacred Heart. It's really, really nice to see so many people out. We'd ask you to rise.
I'm scared to go out for supper with you. Check mark pretty bad.
I still could not call you by your name. Jan Pahalko is going to come up and say a few words in lieu of a toast to our graduating class and a toast to the parents. Is she in the room right now?
Right here. Right here.
There you are. Okay. Tell us all about yourself, Jan.
I don't have much to say about myself. It's a pleasure to be here. It's great to see all of you. It's just wonderful. Good evening to the alumni of the class of 1976, wives, husbands, teachers, and friends. We meet again And isn't it wonderful that we have this opportunity for our lives to touch and our paths to cross once more? A quarter of a century has slipped away since we left the security of the walls of Sacred Heart Academy. How wide-eyed and filled with anticipation, filled with anticipation, and not to mention how young we all were, and haven't we traveled far since then? We have gone on to pursue our dreams in education, career, family, home, and travel, and have diligently worked to achieve our goals. For some, the path we have journeyed has been a relatively smooth one, with few challenges and disappointments. There are others among us whose lives have been adversely affected by tragedy, such as illness, the loss of loved ones, and family separation. Yet during the millions of miles we have traveled and the many challenges we have confronted, the values, faith, and self-confidence that were instilled in us during our days at the Sacred Heart were ever present to nurture, to guide us, and provide us with continuous hope. Despite the myriad of ways our lives have unfolded in the present, we come together as one, as we did 25 years ago, to celebrate. I have long since come to the realization that we were truly blessed to have been students of such an incredible educational experience. Enjoy this day. Drink in and savor all it has to offer. Reminisce, laugh, and shed some happy tears. May God bless you all and keep you safe until we meet again. Please rise. Join with me as I hope.
Thank you, Janice. That was really special because all of you people, we went through so many formative and growth experiences together that you're very much like family. You know, the hours I spent at the Pittners or the Ratushniaks or, you know, walking the streets with Estelle Morin before she... That's not what I meant. What did you do? You know? And then once we got wheels, all you did was cruise the strip. You know, $5 worth of gas and you could go all night. Not anymore. So please make sure to take a look at some of the pictures that they've taken the time to find. And if you do have pictures that you still can pull out of your wallet and put them up so that everybody else can see them, because we won't get to see everybody. And this is just such a wonderful evening. I would like to ask Wendy. Wendy Romer, where are you? To come up because you brought this program, you brought this little bit of archival history for us. Did the toast to the staff.
I did.
And we do have two staff members.
You do? How appropriate. I did find this program. I now work in the area of museums, and so I can't resist looking at these things, and I kept this, believe it or not. And yes, indeed, I did give the toast to the staff, and I was really nervous about it. And I seemed to think in my head at the time it was really a roast to the staff. And so I wrote a speech, and Sister Pat said, "Yeah, I don't think so." And so she made me sit in the stairwell on the way to the just outside the art class in the library, and I got permission to stay out of class the whole afternoon to rewrite the roast to the staff. And Leo, I think I had to actually rewrite yours several times. Sorry. And I got through it. I couldn't eat a bit of food, and during the banquet, and I was very nervous about it. And then we got to the informal party at my dad and mom's place, where we had a wonderful evening.
And it was great to have you all out there, and I wish we could do that tonight, but someone else lives there now. So. But I wanted to give a tribute to our teachers because, you know, we had a really fine education at Sacred Heart Academy, and it certainly served me well over the years. I remember in first year university in English 101, I submitted my grade 12 essay on Hamlet. And I got a better mark. And that worked so well that I submitted it the next year in English Lit and got even better mark. I changed nothing of it except the title page. So that was great. I often think about that. I haven't really submitted since then. Sister Suzanne, I took a French class for 4 weeks in Paris, just outside of Paris, and halfway through it, my instructor said, "Do you know you speak French with a Ukrainian accent?" I have very fond memories of all my years at Sacred Heart, and I love seeing all of you. It's great to see you all. Thank you, Leo, sister. Thank you very much for our education. A toast, not a roast.
Saved the best for last, I think. Ray has a couple of songs that she's picked to just to give us a nice memory from tonight and sort of capsulize our evening and our day. And afterwards we have games, and we're going to set up all our CDs and try and get some of the old 70s tunes rocking. So if you want to dance, stay and socialize and hang on till that lunch, you know.
I too would like to say something about that English 101 in college that first year. If it wouldn't have been for Mr. Hushka and all those lovely C's I used to get in, I wouldn't have clapped my first 2 English 101s and 102s. Because I too handed in those same essays. And passed with flying colors, so that's a good thing. I want to thank you so much. This is such a thrill for me to come back. I do not keep in contact as close as some of you do. Oh, wait 1 minute. My musician man over here. I'm so glad that we can just be candid about this. You know, this is so good. This is the theater in me and the music in me. And if it wouldn't have been for what Sacred Heart did for me as far as giving me that boost to just go out into the world and brave it and be involved in a lot of musical theater. I have been doing musical theater since I left Sacred Heart. I have traveled Canada and done musical theater all across, and it is a real thrill. Real thrill to go into an audition, a live audition in a very large community, and out of 400 people auditioning, land the lead. And so the background that I have and that, you know, that self-confidence that you gain in high school just carries right through for the rest of your life. So I thank my Sacred Heart training we're doing. I wouldn't miss this for the world. But the first song that I'm going to do is actually done by Jekyll himself and Jekyll and Hyde. It's a musical that's on Broadway, and but I love it so much, and I tend to do those pieces that I love. And it is called "This Is the Moment." That's your cue. This is the moment, this is the day, this is the moment when I know I'm on my way. class. And my kids were just dying to hear what I sounded like. I have very musical, theatrical children, I wonder why. And I'm a very high I person, you know, I like in the limelight. And at our 10-year class reunion, I remember somebody asked me to sing, and I thought, oh, no way, you know, I've just graduated, and I was really thinking about my elementary teaching, you know, and I was teaching music to little kids, and I really didn't have any repertoire that was beyond, you know, Ring Around the Rosy, you know. And then when I had sent an email, and I said, you know, if you wanted me to, the last song I sang for this class was You've Got a Friend at our graduation. That was the last one I did for this class. And although that's not the one I'm going to do. I thought we're going to be listening to CDs, you know, from the 70s. And I thought, oh, you don't want to listen to me sing a song that you might listen to later. And I had to chuckle because I joined a singing group. There's a little singing group that we have in a community, southwest North Dakota, a community. There's 7 of us. And the song, or the group that I sang with in high school was called Sevens Up. And now I sing in a group called The Something 7, because I couldn't decide what to call it so. So we're something this and something that. And we have a good time, but we sing everything from the 30s, 20s, 30s, all the way through to the 2000s. So it's really kind of fun to get together and sing with people who like music. And there's only 2 of us who are music teachers, so it was kind of fun to get together with community. But the next song I'm going to do, and then I'll move on because you guys have this nice program, is called Think of Me, and it's from the Phantom of the Opera. Think of me fondly when we said goodbye. Remember me once in a while. Please promise me you'll try. When you find that once again you long to take your heart back and be free, if
I'm sure. You're in my thoughts every once in a while, every 35th, 40th birthday. I think of all of you and wonder what you're doing and what you're up to and what you're thinking of. So, in order just to end tonight, I'd like to leave you with a little prayer, a little thought. May the road rise up to meet you. May the sun warm you softly. May the wind always be at your back. And until we meet again, may the Lord hold you in the palm of his hand. Thank you. Enjoy your evening, everybody. See you for the draw at 10:30.
We got Hurley stuffed every night for 4 hours or something.
Are you going out of town every day?